So over the weekend, Tyson Fury basically confirmed that he is going to stay retired, having originally retired back in January of this year, having then teased a potential comeback, in particular, coincidentally, of course, all coincidence, in the run up to the Usyk Dubois rematch. As now, when he was asked at the Doncaster races, I think it was on Friday or Saturday, said that it is a young man's game, that he is staying retired. Before we carry on with this, just have a quick look there on screen. We are flying the subs. As it happens. So we want to get to 26k as quick as we can. So if you could hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Takes a couple of seconds, people. It takes literally a few seconds. Hit the like, hit subscribe. We get to 26 and onwards to 30. But yeah, he confirmed over the weekend that he is now retired. And for me, it's still, again, the boy who cried wolf. All right. It's very difficult to believe that Tyson Fury is retired for a variety of reasons. But the obvious reason is he's done it before. He retired, oh God, how many times is it now? It's many. He did it after the Dylan White fight. He's done it now, obviously, done it in January, I mean. He did it a couple of times on his hiatus when he was out of the ring, from 2015 to 2018, so on and so forth. You know, it's just been one after the other. It's happened consistently with him. It's never gone through with it, never followed through with it, and I that's why I doubt the validity of this one, right? And I still do doubt it, but we're playing devil's advocate here. We're going to say, supposing that he is staying retired and that he isn't coming back, Anthony Joshua, who is the man I want to talk about as well in this video. AJ currently has no opponent in place. Now, we're hearing talks from Eddie Hearn that it's 50-50. It's a 50% chance that he could face Jake Paul next. I just don't really want to see that fight for a variety of reasons. It's a mismatch. Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury, for God's sake, people. Are we forgetting that? He fought a nearly 60-year-old Mike Tyson. This would be just a cash grab. And I think it will, the people who are claiming all of Jake Paul's fights are fixed, I think it will give them plenty of ammo, because I can see AJ just holding back, not wanting to hurt Jake Paul more so than anything else badly, and people will say, I'll say he held back. It leaves AJ in a weird predicament, because I don't think that Eddie Hearn or maybe even Team AJ are necessarily looking at the likes of a Usyk trilogy fight, a Dubois rematch, maybe even a Parker fight. Maybe they might entertain that one, but I think they really are looking to make this the kind of, twilight of the career, make those couple of bags. Maybe if we can get 2 more bags, then happy days. And who better to do it against than Tyson Fury? Sign a 2-fight deal, first fight, rematch, job's a good one, sail off into the sunset, rich as can be, and there you go, job done. Boxing, completed it, mate. This changes things now if Fury's not coming back. Because you'll notice when Fury was teasing that he would return, he wasn't mentioning Anthony Joshua. He was only mentioning Alexander Usyk. It seems that that's the only fight that he's interested in. Therefore, it means now that if he isn't coming back, which it could be true, but he's given me reasons in the past to doubt it, it may mean that Anthony Joshua really is like a fish out of water. He's in no man's land. Because I said in a previous video about Anthony Joshua that there's no point at this stage, if likelihood 26 will be his last year in the sport of boxing. There's absolutely no point doing this whole rehabilitation, comeback fights, easy touches, Tony Okas, etc. There's literally no point doing that, because you don't have the time to do it, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks at this stage. He's in his mid-30s now, so it's just get on with it, get a move on. But then what do you do then after? As I said, do you look for Parker if he becomes full champion, which he may very well do? Well, what do you actually do? This whole Fury retirement thing has left Anthony Joshua really in the dark in the heavyweight division. It really, truly has. I don't understand, because again, AJ made it clear at the start of the year that it was Fury that he wanted. It was Fury. He said it to Ade at the Ring Magazine Award show, that it was Tyson Fury, it was going to be Tyson Fury, yada, 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 blah, 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 all that good stuff. Now it's a case of, well, what do you do? Dubois just lost, so you could rematch him. I still don't think that's a good idea, but there's no title on the line. And you're in no man's land. You're in no man's land. So Fury versus AJ, it's sad, because I would still watch that fight. I would gladly watch that fight. Has it lost the appeal? Listen, if this fight had happened in 2021. And I pause there because I just think back to all the Eddie Hearn, not Eddie Hearn's fault. I'm not having a go at him, by the way. Don't misconstrue this. But all those Eddie Hearns, it's happening. For Tyson Fury to then say he spoke with Prince Khalif, who I think was skill challenge. This was before Turki Al-Sheikh and the General Entertainment Authority came in. To basically say it's done and it was going to happen in Saudi Arabia in 2021, and that would have been for Undisputed. That was something else, and that got everyone, salivating beyond belief. And then and there, if that had happened, it would have done it. It would have been, honestly, it would have been phenomenal. It really would have been. It would have just, for the British fans, it would have been everything. It would have been everything. No, it didn't happen. And the real sucker punch was literally, I think the next day after Fury made that video, arbitration ruled in Wilder's favour. We had to go through with the trilogy fight with Fury, which was a good fight, don't get me wrong, it was a good fight, it was the best out of the three, but still. And even now, 4 years later, both guys taking L's, both guys not at their best, I still want to see it. And I don't know why Tyson Fury, because it's a winnable fight. And it seems to me it's always been Fury who's caused this fight not to happen. It was certainly Team Fury. Listen, Team Fury must have known that arbitration were going to rule in Wilder's favour. So why, get the fans' hopes up only to dash them? Dash them. In 2022, when AJ was at his lowest after being beaten by Alexander Usyk again, having that mental breakdown in the ring, Tyson Fury says, all right, I'll fight you in December. Team AJ say, okay, can we look at the date and stuff like that? No, you have till 5 p.m. You have to do this, you have to do this. But Derek Chisora, it's done. It's done. And again, I think that was Fury just trying to chuck AJ's name out there. All well and good. If you sign for it, you're at your weakest, you're at your lowest, I'll go through you. If you don't, I can just hit you over the head and say, see, he doesn't want to fight me. From what I can remember, whenever AJ has tried to do this, it's always been Team Fury who have effed him around or have moved the goalpost like they did with Alexander Usyk in 2023. Picked up from where he left off in 22 with that, until, of course, Turkey came in. So, yeah, for me, and look, there was obviously those occasions with Turkey where he was saying, if AJ beats Dubois, if Fury beats Usyk, well, neither of them did, so you can't really blame either of them for that. But, yeah, it's a fight that it could be, along with Wilder AJ, to be fair, along with Wilder AJ, it could be resigned to the what ifs, the fantasy fights. But although Wilder AJ would have been a very, very special fight had it happened, for UK fans, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be this. And I think we're maybe coming to the realization now that the likelihood is we're probably, because I am right now, gun to my head, do I think it'll happen? No. I don't know what Fury's plan is. Part of me thinks that if Usyk does retire, which I think he probably should, that Fury will just announce, I'm retired. Unless the WBC do some shenanigans, which, do not underestimate the WBC. Do not underestimate them. Honest to God, do not underestimate shenanigans they could pull. Give him a high ranking, make it mandatory for Kabayel. Literally, Kabayel has one. WBC new rules. Champions at heavyweight only have to have one hand tied behind their back. Mauricio Sullivan said so. Seriously. Maybe not that extreme, but God only knows. So, yeah. Resigning myself maybe now to the fact that we may not see this fight. But saying that. In 22 and 23, I resigned myself to the fact that we were probably never going to get Beterbiev Bivol. But we did. So things can change. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And until next time, lads and lassies, peace.